channel. Thank you so much for being here. And if you're new here, hello. My name is Ashley. I run things here at Eau Crow Gal. And we're in the car today. I just needed a change of scenery. I just wanted some other video footage for y'all besides my kitchen. I feel like every video is me in my kitchen, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I do most things in my kitchen. But it's just, it's good to switch it up every now and then. Now, I have been getting a lot of new subscribers lately, which I'm very thankful for. So if you've never seen one of my what I eat in a day videos, they're very talkative. I do them vlog style. I kind of take you throughout my day, but I also really like to talk. So if you're just here to see my food, this probably ain't the video for you. But especially today, I feel like we're gonna be doing a lot of chatting. I also think I need to clean my camera, number one. I feel like that's why there's this huge like not a glare, but I don't know. I feel like I need to clean my camera lens. But I ain't got time to do that right now. Oh, and also for the regulars, if you think that I got a camera mount, I did not. I did not get a camera mount yet. I told myself when I hit 1,000 subscribers I would get a camera mount, and it just has not happened yet. Honestly, not even. I know some of you are thinking, oh, she doesn't want to spend the money, because a lot of times that's why I don't do a lot of things. But no, I am like totally fine. Fine with spending the money. I want to, because I feel like I would be more prone to film in my car. I like filming in my car, but it's very overwhelming. The choices are very overwhelming, and I don't know which one to get, and I don't want to get the wrong one, because I'm just gonna get it on Amazon, and I don't want to have to return it, all that jazz. So due to that, not only is it a little bumpy, a little shaky, but you also have to look at like the steering wheel. But it just is what it is. You're not here, you know, it doesn't matter. You could listen to this and just not watch it. Anyways, what is happening? So let's get this out of the way first. I am having the Great Value Toasted Coconut. Thank the Lord. I literally had like a hallelujah moment in Walmart yesterday when I went down the coffee aisle and I was like, please just have it be restocked. Like, why is this so difficult? And I got to the K-Cups and there were like boxes on boxes on boxes of the toasted coconut. So if you saw my grocery haul, which I'll throw up in the cards, I bought 2 boxes. So this is the Great Value Toasted Coconut, 1 tablespoon heavy whipping cream, 1.5 squeezes of the Sweet Leaf Vanilla Drops. So I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in a hot minute. I know I like just filmed my grocery haul, and I obviously talk to you guys when I film those and use those as like a time to give you guys updates and stuff. But this, like the what I eat in a day, you know, videos, vlogs, that's the nitty gritty. Like we're getting down to it in the what I eat in a days. So I hope everyone had a good 4th of July. We had a great 4th. We were at the beach literally all day long. We got there at 11 and then we stayed for fireworks. So we didn't get home till like 10. Daisy stayed up for fireworks and she loved them, which made me so happy. I didn't think she'd freak out, but I knew it was either gonna be she wasn't gonna like them, like she was gonna cover her ears and just wanna kind of like burrow into me, you know, as we were all sitting on the grass, or she was gonna love them, and she loved them. So that was awesome. That's what we did for 4th of July. Now, Cernan was off Friday. So Cernan was off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And we definitely indulged in those 4 days. And when I say indulged, I mean like indulged in the fact that he was off. So 2 of those days we were off plan, Thursday and Saturday. Friday, what's funny is we got right back on the keto horse, but then Saturday we started making plans and we really wanted to go to this place in San Diego called Old Town. It's like where they have all the legit Mexican food, and it's a really nice place to walk around, and so many things for Daisy to just like look at and check out there. And so we ended up getting Mexican food that day. So technically it was an OMAD day because I only had one meal, but the one meal I had was like enchiladas and rice and beans and chips and salsa. So I guess since we're on the topic of like being off plan and food and stuff like that, I did weigh in this morning, and I weighed in at 139.8, and I'm extremely happy with that number. Not only, I will say, I have been yo-yoing between like 138.5 and like 140.5. I feel like I've been yo-yoing between those 2 pounds for a couple weeks now. But I'm happy with that number, A, because we had 2 days where we literally just essentially ate what we wanted. And I'm filming this on Monday. You all are seeing it on Wednesday. I'm filming it on Monday, just for like context in terms of the days that we went off plan. Ate whatever I wanted for 2 days. Also, this is really fun, and this is the other reason why I'm totally fine with that number, is I started my period 10 days early. 10 days, y'all. What the heck? The only other time this has ever happened to me where I've started like crazy early were both times that I started keto. When I started keto last year, my period came that early, 10 days early, and I was freaked the freak out. I was like, what is happening? What is going on? And then it happened again when we started keto in this past January, but I knew what it was, so I wasn't as freaked out. I have no idea why my cycle started so early this time around. For those of you that know birth control pills, you know, it's 3 rows of like actual pills and then a row of placebo pills. I started my period at like the end of the 2nd row. And I always start in the middle of the placebo. So yeah, like 10 or 11 days early. So anyways, I fluctuate, you know, plus or minus 5 pounds. I mean, it's usually plus 5 pounds, anywhere between like 3 and 5 pounds when I'm on my period. So that's why I'm happy with 139.8. I'm completely content with that. I honestly don't know. I don't know why I would have started that early. I have been extremely stressed. I told you all this was gonna be a chatty one. I'm gonna be talking a lot in this one. I just feel like I have to catch you guys up on a lot of stuff. I have been extremely stressed with, we're trying to plan a trip, so I've been stressed out with that. My work schedule, like I mentioned last week, is crazy right now. Then the earthquakes happened, and that kind of sent me into a bit of a anxiety/panic tailspin. I was just really freaked out. Now, Cernan and I are born and raised Southern Californians. We have experienced many an earthquake. We didn't feel the 2 big ones that LA got, but you know, you're told all your life as like a Southern California resident that the big one's coming, like as early as kindergarten. When you bring your school supplies to school, you also bring an earthquake kit. Like it's just how it works. But the difference is now I'm an adult and I can like fully comprehend like what's going on. And you know, we also didn't live here for 6 years. We've only been back 2 years now. And so the thought of earthquakes have kind of been, not like I've forgotten, but out of my mind. The last big one I felt was, I think it was it was like Easter 2009, because it happened on Easter Day, and it was bad. Like, you really felt the ground move. Stuff, I was in my parents' garage, stuff was falling over. Like, it was scary. The hardest part for me when it comes to earthquakes, the thing that freaks me out the most, and I know this might sound weird to some people, is not the actual earthquake. Like, I'm not excited to be in an earthquake. Like, it's gonna be terrifying, and it is terrifying, but for me, the part that like shoots a wave of anxiety through my body is the unknown, like not knowing when it's coming. You know, a hurricane, you know there's gonna be a tropical storm, you can see it forming off of the coast, like there's at least, it's a natural disaster still, but there's some sort of preparation that can be had. You have a warning. Where earthquakes are completely unpredictable. You can predict that there will be an aftershock, you know, after a big one hits, but you can't predict when an earthquake is gonna happen. Hence why we've been told since I was 5, I'm now 32, that the big one is coming. So that kind of sent me into a tailspin. We did not have an earthquake plan. Now we have an earthquake plan. I'm almost done getting together our like earthquake kit that I'm gonna keep on the side of our bed, which this is all stuff that should have been done anyway, you know, and so it was kind of a good wake-up call. But that being said, I kind of felt like a shell, like I was in a shell of my body. I don't know if that's I don't know if that makes sense, but like for like 2 days I was just so anxious and freaked out and worried. I feel a lot better about it now that we have our plan together and our stuff, you know, ready, and we know what we're gonna do. And but those are the only things I can think of, is just all of those things, stressful things combined, as to why I would have started my cycle so crazy early. You know, a couple days is one thing, but almost 2 weeks, that's out of hand. So that's just a little bit of what's been going on with me / us the last couple days. In terms of today, Daisy has camp this week. They offered another discount. If you signed up for another week of camp, they gave you 20% off. So we signed her up for another week because she loved it so much before, and to be honest, I need the break. So she is at camp until 1. It's currently, I didn't even tell you guys the time yet. It's 9:38 right now. I am headed to meet my mom. We're gonna do some stuff. We're gonna go to, she wants to hit grocery outlet, so we're probably gonna do that. We're gonna go to like a local market. We might hit some thrift stores, and then I literally just spit, like just fully spit onto my steering wheel. And then she's picking up Daisy from camp on Thursday and kind of wants to like get the lay of the land. So she's gonna come with me to pick up. And that's really all we have planned for today. I do work tonight, so I know I'm probably not gonna be eating dinner until pretty late. Which has also been an adjustment in terms of fasting, because I haven't been, you know, like I like to do like a 16-8 fast. So I've been eating, you know, my lunch really late. Today is normal because yesterday was Sunday, so I was able to eat dinner at like a decent time. That being said, I'm not sure if we're gonna come home after camp or go to my mom's house. So I did bring a Power Crunch bar and some olives just in case I need them. But I think I'm gonna be okay. I've been pretty good. Even, what's funny is even the days that we weren't on keto, I still fasted. So that was something, right? That should earn me some type of like brownie points or something. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off of here now. I will probably be back on here when I eat. I'm just not the film in the store type, guys. I'm sorry, I'm not that kind of channel. That's not my jam. So I will pop back on here when I eat something. Big chunks. Oh, wow. All right, guys, this is my mom. Hey. We just went to Barron's, the local market here, and got a bunch of keto, well, not a bunch, but we got some keto stuff. And this is one that we've seen a couple times. It's by Julian Bakery, which is actually local. They make it local to us, and it's their Pro Granola. This is the peanut butter cluster one. It kind of looks similar to what I've seen from the Lolly's granola. For a half a cup, it's 110 calories, 6 fat, 16 carbs, but 14 fibers, so 2 net carbs and 12 protein. So I can't compare this to the Lolly's, lollies, lollies, whatever. The one that everybody loves, but we'll see. We're gonna try it. And no, it's not time for me to break my fast, but
I like
whatever. Oh my God.
It's good. That works.
Wow.
That's yummy. You know what?
This was really expensive. Well, I don't know how much the lollies is, but this one was $11.99.
But this is filling. You're not gonna need a whole bunch
you guys.
of this. And it satisfies that crunch factor. Okay, I like it.
Wow. That's really, really good.
More?
Very impressed. No, I'm good, but that's the peanut butter one. They also had a cinnamon vanilla
Wow.
one as well. So now we are leaving Barron's. We're headed to a grocery outlet. I just had to get at Barron's tie up a couple loose ends for the giveaway that I plan on mailing out tomorrow, as long as I hear from the winner. And so now we're gonna pop over to grocery outlet, and if we find anything fun, I'll come back on and show y'all. We got home around 2, it's 2:25. It's been a while, because the last clip that you saw was around 10:45 when my mom and I tried the granola. From there, we went to grocery outlet, then we hit a thrift store, and then we went to go pick up Daisy. After we picked up Daisy, we got ice cream for her, and then they have like a really cool food market where her camp is. We're talking everything. We're talking like, you know, super healthy vegan. There's a vegan stand. There's like a legit Mexican stand. There's a like Italian pizza. Like it's like a big food court, but like elevated food court. There's empanadas. There's a really cool like European style coffee shop type place. Like they just have everything there. And I ended up getting lunch there. That's how I broke my fast. I'll insert the picture of that now. So what my mom and I ended up getting, now granted, if we would have scoured the place, we probably could have found something a little bit more substantial, but at that time we had Daisy, and you just can't really take your time when you're with a toddler. So I knew that they had like a cheesemonger, like a charcuterie type place there, shop there, eatery, if you will. And so I knew that that's what I wanted to get. So we each got one of those little fancy schmancy cheese plates, which came with cheese. Mine came with sopressata, which is like spicy, hot, very thin cut meat. It was so good. It also came with a couple corn nuts. I had 2 corn nuts, crackers, which I didn't eat, fig spread, like fig jam, which I didn't eat, and then some golden raisins, which I didn't touch. So I essentially just ate like the sopressata, the cheese, a couple corn nuts. It was really, really good. I have some of the cheese left, which I'm gonna finish once she's down for a nap, but I'm also gonna have something else because while it did the trick in breaking my fast and kind of like curbing my hunger, it wasn't super satisfying because it wasn't a lot of food, which makes sense. I forgot another thing that I wanted to mention that I picked up at grocery outlet. I think it was Ella Lifts Bacon. She showed this in a recent haul. I think she got hers at Walmart, but it's the Avite caffeine and water. So it's sparkling water with caffeine. This is the watermelon one. And I think I'm gonna try this as long as I have ice in our ice trays in our chest freezer. I'm gonna go ahead and try this probably when I figure out what the heck I'm gonna eat as like the rest of my lunch, even though now it's like almost 3 o'clock. But this sounded interesting. I did pick up, it was last week's haul, not like a couple days ago haul, but the haul before that. I picked up that Celsius drink. Now that was different because it did have sucralose in it, so it was sweet and, you know, it basically tasted like a diet fruit soda and it had caffeine, where this is just like legit sparkling water. It doesn't have like sucralose or aspartame or anything in it. So we'll check it out, but I'm gonna clean this place because this place is do you guys wanna see it? Do you wanna see? I'm just gonna show you because you know what? This is real life, and I'm just gonna show you the mess that is the current state of my home. So this is being used as like a catch-all where I'm just putting all of my stuff. We have our mail, our receipts, some giveaway stuff, clean dishes, some dirty dishes. This part over here is not terrible. Gotta put Daisy's snack away. Oh, and then, lest we forget, ton of boxes, some dogs. Oh, this is good. Tons of nail polish on my couch. That's not a stain, it's a leaf. This is what we're working with. It's not terrible. I've seen worse, but it drives me up the wall. To me, clutter is like the biggest annoyance. Like, I get annoyed with just shit being everywhere before I get annoyed with something being dirty. Like, if the kitchen counter's dirty or the bathrooms need cleaning or something like that. It's like, no, 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 no. First we get everything nice and tidy, then we can clean it. It's like kind of backwards, but it's how my brain works. So I'm gonna clean all this up. I'll pop back on here when I figure out what the hell I'm gonna eat. All right, guys, my place is tidied up. Things are relatively clean. Let me turn off this music so I don't get demonetized. It is 3:30. Holy cow, this day is just like flying by. Okay, there wasn't actually much cheese left, so I'm just gonna have, which is a better way to do this? This cheese, it's like 3 small little pieces, and then this piece. I think this is a Gouda, some type of Gouda. It's really good. These ones are like, it's like a whole grain mustard cheese, and I'm here for it. I'm having that, and then, because I'm essentially their like spokesperson now, I just heated up this Nona Lim. This one is a soup. It's actually not a broth. Y'all know I love their various broths that they have, but this is the tomato Thai basil soup. It smells fantabulous, let me tell you that much. Macros wise, we are looking at 50 calories, 1.5 fat, 8 carbs, 2 fibers, so 6 net carbs and 2 protein. So in terms of ingredients, we have vegetable broth, tomato puree, onion, olive oil, jalapenos, ginger, kosher salt, garlic, cumin, basil oil. You cannot get any cleaner than that. Again, y'all know I'm not strict keto and I ain't no keto police, but I still look at my ingredients and I pat myself on the back every now and then when I have something that's super clean. I have not tried this before. Let's try it together. Ooh, it's gonna be really hot. Ooh, it's good. It's very accurate to the description, tomato Thai basil. You can taste the basil in the ginger, which gives it kind of the Thai flavor, and then obviously it's a tomato base, so that really comes through. I don't think I mentioned this in my little car dialogue, monologue, I should say, monologue earlier, but a sore throat came and hit me out of nowhere last night. Y'all know when you start to get sick and you're like, something feels weird, like your throat just kind of starts to either get scratchy or like you got a frog in your throat, something like that. I had 0 warning signs. We were literally sitting on the couch watching Stranger Things and I swallowed and I was like, ow. So I took Advil and stuff before I went to bed, hoping that it would just go away and I don't know, that it would be better in the morning, and it wasn't, and it still kind of hurts right now. So this is feeling fantabulous on my throat. We are not gonna eat till really late tonight. I know I mentioned that earlier. Let me see when my classes are. I haven't even looked. I know I have a 5:40. I have a, yeah, I'm all the way through. I have a 5:40, a standby at 6:20, and then a 7:40, 8:20. We're gonna eat so late. I wonder if I should just cook now and Sterling can just heat his up. I don't know. I've yet to like really navigate. I had mentioned a couple weeks ago that I knew my work schedule was gonna get crazy and that I needed to kind of figure out how I was gonna do dinner, because I essentially work until 9 o'clock at night and then I have to cook it. So we're not eating until like, I don't know, 9:45, 10. And I had mentioned how I needed to figure that out, but last week they really didn't stack me on hours, so it did not affect what time we were eating dinner because I wasn't working a lot of shifts in the evening. But this week they like loaded me up, which I'm happy for because my check will be awesome. But that being said, I'm kind of just like jumping feet first into the whole like, you work until 9 p.m. when are you going to cook and eat dinner? So maybe I was gonna film right now, but maybe I'll have to go ahead and do that. Well, that's kind of nice. This actually works. You're a little crooked. There you go. I thought I was gonna have to stack you guys up on a ton of stuff. It's 5:22. I'm upstairs. Oh, sorry. I'm cranking the desk so that it raises. I'm upstairs in my office because I start teaching at 5:40, which is soon. If you're curious as to what I decided to do for that time, whether I was gonna film, whether I was going to cook dinner ahead of time, I opted to cook, and I'm really happy that I made that decision. Now I don't have to worry about dinner. I don't have to think about it. I think that's gonna be kind of my new plan of attack. I did make the air fryer chicken parm and roasted radishes. I will show you guys that when I eat it. In other news, I brought upstairs with me, I'm like back to back to back to back, so I don't have, you know, sometimes if there's a gap in my schedule, I can run downstairs and grab something, but I really don't have any time. So I grabbed this, I threw this in the freezer, so now it's like ice cold. I'm gonna try this in a second, and then I also brought up an ice cold ginger lime Diet Coke. That's kind of a lot of, I mean, not a lot of caffeine, but it's double the dose of caffeine. This is 90 milligrams, which I think they say is about the same as a cup of coffee. So my body reacts pretty well to caffeine. Like, I'm not one to drink it late and then be up late. So, and then I measured out a half cup of that granola that we bought today at Barron's because I can't stop thinking about it. So let's go ahead and try this. Again, this is the sparkling Avite. Oh my God. This is concerning. I feel like I might need to use my teeth. I really don't want to. It also doesn't help that I like just put lotion on. All right, I got the cap off. Again, this is called Sparkling Avite. Caffeine and water, natural watermelon flavor. It is carbonated water plus 90 milligrams of natural caffeine. Let's do a little taste test. It's definitely not bubbly enough. That much I can tell you. The watermelon flavor is really good, but there's almost no bubbles in it, and I don't jive with that. Like, I need you to hit me in the face with some carbonation, and this ain't it. This ain't it. This thing got it. I'll still drink it because I am really low on my water intake today, but nah, I need bubbles. But I'll be back on here when I eat dinner. Hey friends, so I had a little break. I realized that most of my classes for tonight, I was not paying attention to this before, are one-on-ones, and I either teach like one-on-one or 1-on-4, and when it's one-on-one, I have extra time when my class ends because we have to do like a little review, write-up about how the student is, and I have about 10 minutes between that and the next class, whereas like if I do the 1-on-4, I only have 5 minutes, which is like, I mean, it's time to like go pee, but it's not time to do much else. So I'm in between classes. I just ran downstairs, heated up my food, and brought it up here because that's enough kind of in between each class to eat something. Like, I'm not gonna scarf it in 10 minutes. I'm gonna like eat it throughout the next probably like hour and a half. So let me show you what I'm having for dinner. All right, so here are the roasted radishes I made. They are delicious. I am super impressed. I've been wanting to do roasted radishes in the oven for a while, but Erin over at Erin Does the Keto like kicked my butt into gear, and like I actually made them, and they are so good. They are so good. I definitely didn't know they shrink up as much as they do, so I would definitely cook more next time. And then this is my chicken parm. Again, I will link this recipe below. It looks, I mean, it looks pretty good now, but it looks like when it first came out of the air fryer, oh my God, it looked so good. So I use a mixture of pork rinds and Parmesan cheese. The Parmesan kind of does a good job in terms of the coating. The Parmesan does a good job of kind of soaking up some of the pork rind oil so it's not like a greasy mess. In the original recipe, she calls for panko. Sometimes I'll throw in like a smidge of panko, like maybe a tablespoon. But I didn't need to do that. It's obviously topped with a little bit, maybe 2 tablespoons of marinara and some mozzarella. I'm really excited to eat this. I'm hungry, but I'm not starving. So I feel like on the plate, this looks like a very small portion, but I think it's gonna be plenty. It will be plenty. So if you guys like this video, per usual, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Drop me a comment down below. I'm in it to win it in that comment section. I'm always in there. I read every single comment. I reply to most of them. So definitely drop me a little line down there. And yeah, I will see you guys on Friday for part 1 of my Q&A. Oh, I thought of something else I want to mention. The more I drink this, the more I don't like it at all. Like, yes, when I first tasted it, I didn't like it because it was not as bubbly as I wanted it to be, but now it's the flavor. It tastes super fake and kind of like chemically. Here is like a spot on description for you. It's like you took a watermelon Jolly Rancher and let it dissolve in here. I love a good watermelon Jolly Rancher, but not dissolved in a beverage. It's not good. I don't like it. That being said, Friday, part 1 of my Q&A will be up, so keep an eye out for that. And yeah, I will catch you guys in that one. Bye, friends.